Baby, lay on back and relax. Kick your pretty feet up on my dash. No need to go nowhere fast. Let's enjoy right here where we
Well, good morning all. This is Tim Flood from Rural Land Watch, and I've got a really great property to bring to you today. This property is actually a little different than the ones we normally find for you. Normally we find really rural properties, dirt road access, good to be out in the country to shoot, cut trees, ride four-wheelers, that kind of thing. I've actually found you a nice urban building lot in this location. So what we're going to do here is go to Google Earth, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. So I've got a lot of different stuff. Let me clear the map a little bit here. Get everything a chance to refresh. I'm running much faster than my computer wants to run. Okay, so what we're going to be looking at is this red dot right here, and we're going to zoom into it, but just to make sure you understand where we're at, here's Tulsa, Oklahoma, here's Broken Arrow, and here's Coweta. So this property is in Wagoner County, and it's 5.2 acres, and it's right at the corner of East 111th Street and Evans Road, between Evans and Oneta Road. Alright, so here's the 5 acres, and you can see there's a lot of other homes in the area. Okay, so here's a home here, here's a home, this person has a home or something tucked way back in over here. Let's take this let's take the shading off of this so we can see what's happening in there. Okay, leave those lines on there so you can see. So I've told you this with KML files before. One of the things you're going to want to do is to get a surveyor. I mean, what I see here, it looks like you and your neighbor here share a common driveway. I would certainly encourage you to get an RPLS and to make sure that this line, this eastern boundary, is actually where it's supposed to be. But regardless of that, you've got great access off of East 111th, and so of course with homes, you know you're going to have power, sanitary, water, etc. Little grove of trees back up here in the front of the property, and then to the back here is pasture land. Now what this guy chose to do was to build his home further off of the highway, and then here's a home further off the highway. And then this guy chose to build his, I say highway, up the street. This is a 2-lane asphalt, so I misspoke there. But anyway, this guy chose to build his off the street, and then this guy here chose to build his home right on 111th. So you've got a lot of different options. I mean, you can see the footprint of this home. You could easily put your home here and have all this area back here to play, or you could put your driveway, you know, back here and put your home back in here and have all this front space. So really, really a nice location. This is an area that is kind of out in the country with a rural feel, but you can see there's lots of homes nearby, some development nearby, very, very close to State Highway 51, very, very close to the Muskogee Turnpike, very close to the Creek Turnpike over here. So you're going to have great access to roads, highways. You're going to be able to get to work in Tulsa very easily and still come home and have this rural feel to your living situation. One of the things that I think is a beauty of this one is I've talked before about this concept of a solar system in a metro area, and you can see if we look at Tulsa here and the growth, and then Broken Arrow in the growth, and you can see the rings of the solar system coming out, and you're right on this outside edge of that solar system. So to me, that means you're going to be poised for a good growth and equity position in this property. This property is going to increase in value because of how close it is to Tulsa, and this is just going to be a nice lot to build your home. A couple things I want to show you. I'm going Go over here. This property, you can see I'm on a page here, Broken Arrow Public Schools District map. The property is right here. Let me see here. This map calls it something different, so I had to look it up. But here's East 111th. Here's East 225th. Let me get reoriented. See, this map calls them something different. There's 209th. There it is, 225th right here to the west. 225th. So this property is going to be right here. You're right in the Broken Arrow School District. So this red color is Arrow Springs ECC. That's going to be your feeder pattern. If you wanted to know a little bit about Broken Arrow schools, just go to the Wikipedia page. It says that when combined with the Broken Arrow Freshman Academy is the largest high school in the state of Oklahoma. And here's a little bit about it, the various buildings, 14 buildings, cafeteria, media center, and all the different clubs and organizations that happen here. So athletics, fine arts, notable alumni just for interest, performing arts. So anyway, just a really great school district. So overall, I just can't say enough about this property. And again, this is just a little bit different than what we normally find for you. Normally, we want something for you out in the country where you could leave the city and go out to a dirt road somewhere and spend the weekend camping or building your cabin. But this one just came up, and we liked it, and we think it's a good property for you. We think that this is going to make a nice home lot. Yeah, so that's it. 5.2 acres just outside of Broken Arrow, between Broken Arrow and Coweta in Wagoner County, Oklahoma. So we look forward to talking to you. If you've got any questions, give us a holler.